Two people can make the exact same income, same job, same salary, same city, and 10 years later, one is financially free while the other is stressed about money. Why is that? Stick with me until the end because this is exactly what we'll be going over today so you can become the one that is financially free and not stressed about money. According to Yahoo Finance, in 2025, 57% of Americans say that they're living paycheck to paycheck, meaning they're spending nearly all their income and have little left over for savings. And that number rises to 65% for millennials. Society tells us if you just make more money, everything will work itself out. But that's not really how life works. According to Investopedia, even people earning $300,000+ a year, six figures in income, have nearly 40% reporting that they're still living paycheck to paycheck. That means income alone isn't what determines financial outcomes. And it's how you manage your money that truly matters. I know this firsthand as I've had many instances where I made more money, yet my debt kept increasing because of lifestyle creep. It was like that for quite some time until I started watching videos like these and started dialing into my personal finance and truly started managing my money instead of letting the money control me. That's when everything changed for me. As your income grows, spending often grows too, sometimes faster than your salary. A Bankrate survey shows that 56% of Americans feel they're not earning enough to feel financially secure, even if they are high earners. People think more income means more freedom, but without control, it often just means more expenses. What people don't realize is once you start making money, especially if you're an entrepreneur, you start obligating yourself to more expenses. And especially as you start reasoning to why that spending was necessary. Debt isn't just about how much you owe, it's about how much it costs you every month. The lower you keep this number down, the better ahead you'll be. An Investopedia article states that the average US credit card balance is around $6,618, and total credit card debt now exceeds $1.2 trillion nationwide, with the interest rate frequently around 20%. That means millions of people are paying hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars just to service the debt every single month. You can earn more, but if debt eats away at your money, you'll never get ahead, especially if you are paying high interest rates debt. Most people don't have a money problem, they have a visibility problem. You can't fix what you don't track. According to Ibisco, about 57% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and nearly 2 in 1, which is 37%, have no emergency savings at all. If you don't even know where your money goes, it's impossible to control it. Time is the most powerful wealth building tool you have. Albert Einstein famously quoted, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it." This couldn't be any more true. When I was younger and I started working, my aunt used to always tell me, "Tane, you should save $100 a month. Just trust me. When you're ready, start investing it." Had I listened to her when I was 13, 14 years old and continued this on until I was 21, even at the same rate of $100 a month instead of increasing it, I would have had about $10,800 saved up. Or had I invested it with an 8% return, that would have turned into $18,576. And that is enough for a down payment. And I would have bought a home much earlier, and that would have compounded the wealth even more. Even though I started saving and investing later in age, I was still able to get pretty wealthy, so I can only imagine where I would have been had I started earlier. Most people count on paychecks, but investing early lets compounding work for you. And that's how wealth grows exponentially, not linearly. The earlier that you start, the bigger the gap becomes between savers and spenders. If you treat saving like an expense, you pay everything else first. And you stop chasing your leftover money because there isn't anything left over. Two great books that truly dives into this is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki and Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. Those two changed how each paycheck I received got divided up. I always pay myself first. The wealthy buy things that produce money. The broke buy things that consume money. Asset versus liabilities. The biggest asset builder in most people's financial lives are investments like stocks, real estate, and retirement accounts, not new cars, big vacations, or luxury upgrades. Your mindset controls your actions with money. Financial literacy varies widely. Only about half of adults rate themselves as knowledgeable about personal finances, while a larger share struggle with basics like budgeting and planning. So if you're watching videos like this, you're definitely ahead of others. If you want financial freedom, focus on spending control, debt elimination, consistent saving, and as well investing. That's a true growth mindset. Everything I just shared with you, from the mistakes to the habits, are the exact reason on why two people with the same income can end up at a completely different finish line and end result. One financially free and the other still stressed about money.